In my last video, I mentioned that you have to start catching yourself when you exhibit obsessive thoughts or behaviors upon the ex that dumped you. Today, we will have an example of a conversation that you can have with yourself after you catch yourself doing this. But first, you need to ask yourself, what ignited this? What caused me to start doing this obsessive thought or behavior? Was I generally just feeling lonely? Did I hear gossip? Was I ruminating the breakup conversation? After realizing what triggered you, narrate what happened in its entirety. Do this as if you were the voiceover for a movie or the narrator of a book where you are the main character. It doesn't matter if you say this out loud or inside your head, but I recommend to say it out loud so that your ears can literally hear you. And also speak in the third person. I'll use myself in a made up scenario as an example. As Lauren was cleaning out her closet, she came across John Doe's, her ex's, hoodie. She had the hoodie because John Doe had given it to her one night when she was cold. She missed knowing that John Doe cared for her that much and wished that she had that again. And then she wondered, is John Doe giving his hoodie to anyone else? So she logged onto social media and looked at John Doe's following list, and to her dismay, it went up by 2 people. Anxiety blanket just came over her, but that's when she caught herself. In this torturous example, I am seeking out info and discovering something that could be potentially hurtful. If I hadn't caught myself, I would have continued the anxiety of him following 2 more people. I would have tried to guess, what does this mean? At that moment, I don't have any real substantial proof, so my mind is going to start filling in the blanks. I'm already in a fearful and scarcity mindset. Do you think that when I fill in those blanks, I'm going to insert positive thoughts? In reality, John Doe may have followed a couple comedians or musicians, or maybe he did follow a woman that he's interested in and her friend. I can continue digging and try to get real proof, but this can go one of 2 ways. Either I can see that he did follow 2 non-threatening accounts, and for that temporary moment, I can say to myself, phew. Or I find out that he is indeed following women. And then I can even start investigating the women further and come to find out that he works with one of them. And now I have even further pain knowing that he's moving forward, even if it's a rebound. It doesn't change anything that has happened. The relationship is old and over. I'm still single. And wonderful, I get to relive the thought of being dumped over and over again. Yay! It serves no purpose. My energy, my time, my spirit wasted. And now my closet isn't even clean because I felt so defeated I couldn't finish the job. I need to take that energy that I put towards another person, reel it back in, and realign it with myself. Luckily, I caught myself before it got too out of hand, so kudos to me. I did the narration and I talked myself through what just happened. I'm now in the present moment. I'm back to reality. Back to reality. Now it's time to have a conversation with myself to regain my power. I also do want to mention that when you catch yourself being obsessive in thoughts or behavior, to not judge yourself. Don't beat yourself up, especially when you're already feeling down. Healing is not linear. It does not just go like this. You could be having some great days and be making progress, and then all of a sudden this shit day happens where you feel like you lost everything that you worked for. That's not true. Healing goes like this. It is a roller coaster, and you are on the right track to upgrading yourself. Instead, when these moments do happen, look at them as an opportunity to pivot, to make yourself better and better. Know that as you begin to have this conversation with yourself, the overall objective is to put yourself into the present moment. Every day, one at a time, what is happening right now? What do you need right now? And what can you do for yourself right now? The past, it has completed itself. It can't be changed. And the future has not even happened yet. And you do have a choice about the future. Do you want to look forward to it or fear it? Again, one day at a time. And for today, how do you want to feel today? This is the main question. And what can you do? What are the goals that can make you have that feeling? As you make your list, definitely do it on paper. Don't keep it all in your head. As you make your list of things that would make you feel the way you want to feel, is your list composed of other people? or possessions or certain scenarios? Is there any way that you can obtain those feelings on your own? Think about it really hard. Is there something that you can do with your own heart, with your own spirit, with your own being? These are the beginning steps to truly manifesting your reality. In this account, we'll dive more deeper into that as we go on day by day. If you're off put by it and you think this is some woo woo bullshit, I assure you that this is indeed science. There is so much more to being a human, and I know that you know that. As you tap more and more into your heart and your emotions, you're going to recognize that emotions are not a bad thing and they're actually messages. Messages on what you need to do to upgrade yourself and fulfill your life's purpose. If you do not already have a notebook dedicated to this healing process of your breakup, definitely get one started. Get all of that stuff out of your head to make space. And just like earlier when I mentioned talking out loud for your ears to hear, writing things down not only gets it out of your head, but then your eyes can literally see it. As an analogy, this notebook will become somewhat of a spell book to upgrade your reality and level up.